What's up, folks? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is William Zhang. Today we're gonna go over my previous recommendation or a token that I talked about previously called the SANDBOX token. Why it's jumped up so much and where do I see the future in the token. Then I'm gonna talk about another token I'm looking at right now for a really decent trade. And finally, we're going to talk a little bit about the stock market. If you enjoy the content, please like, comment, subscribe. On the channel, we talk about things before the other mainstream medias, the big YouTubers pick it up. And that's where the opportunity is. Because by the time the big YouTubers, the mainstream media start talking about stuff, it's already too late. All right, let's get started. So first, we're gonna go over the SANDBOX token. If you remember, the last time I talked about it is way before everyone's talking about it. Way before people like me, Kevin, started talking about it. Way before the mainstream media started talking about it. I was talking about this triangle breakout right here. I saw a little breakout and then a drop down back into the to the resistance level, which was the previous resistance, and now became a support. So I decided to buy in around right here. Well, I started buying around here, and then I decided to go invest about, I think, about 10% of my entire net worth into this. I don't have much net worth, so that's not really that much money. But as you can probably see, this had a huge breakout back from the 70 cents level all the way till $7 that we've been trading recently. Oh my goodness, look at that. You can barely see this price level anymore. 70 cents to $3. That's when I think I sold some right here, and I was waiting to pull back to like that $1 level, but it didn't really go back to the level. And then once it goes back up, I had a breakout. I started buying some, and then I pull back. I sold some here. And then when it was trading around $4, $5, I basically sold about 75% of that because I was quite happy. Within a couple of days, I was making almost like 5 to 6 times the return. Yeah, and then now, guess what? And then transfer the rest of them into my SANDBOX account. Just hodling it, not really expecting to sell. But as you can see, I sold too much too early. Let me get rid of this real quick. It's traded all the way up to $8.30 on the news of the alpha release and the partnership between Adidas and all those big old companies. SANDBOX, as I mentioned before, is a great project that I am personally very interested in. I am going through their bootcamp next week to try to become an artist, and a game developer for their community, because I think it really means a lot that I have the opportunity to become a direct contributor into the community. But in terms of price action, I feel like it's a little bit overrun. We're about 70% over the 20-day moving average. And usually when that happens, you will experience a big pullback. So my guess is that with the rumor of the Alpha Pass and the partnership from the big Coinbase and the Adidas, we're looking at potentially buy the rumor, sell the news. So might pull back into like the $5 level or even a little bit more into the 20-day moving average before making another spike up. And but as we mentioned before, today we traded a little bit of the rebound. Once it dropped down to this level, this support level, trend support level, I bought some about, I can't really remember, maybe $2,000 worth. And then once it hit around $7 ish, I sold it. I still have some left. I'm keeping it because that's the tradable amount that I'm willing to have. I sold about half of them right here. And then I'm keeping the rest of that $2,000 second investment, just so I'm waiting for maybe potentially Coinbase Pro might list SANDBOX, or might see Coinbase listing the SANDBOX token. That might have another 10 or 20% spike, and we might have a retest of the $8 level. But it's just a small trading account. I'm not really too panicked about it. I'm willing to hold it long term as well. Obviously, I kept some of my initial investments into my SANDBOX account. I'm just gonna hodl it, not really trying to sell it. They're coming up with their staking soon, so I'm willing to just stake my coins in there, and then anytime there's like a big dip into like the $5 level, $4 level, $2 level, I'm just looking to buy some, because I really think that SANDBOX token if it becomes a launch pad for the metaverse and into the entire Web3 portal, we might be looking at a Google. We might be looking at an entryway to all the metaverse universe. And what kind of market cap I would put on there, we can take a look right now. And currently the fully diluted market cap is about 20 billion and it's trading around $6 billion in terms of just a current circulating market cap. And if I were to put a number on it, I would say $1 trillion. It's totally possible with the entire sandbox ecosystem. And this is gonna be, if we're talking about a fully diluted market cap of $1 trillion, we're looking at 10 to 50 times, so 50 times the current market cap. So it's gonna trade around $10, $60, $300 per token, which is absolutely insane. Obviously, sandbox ecosystem consists of land, and I suggest that everyone should get at least one parcel of land and try to develop your own game, on your own experience on the land, so you can try to earn more sand token from that perspective. If you are going to buy a piece of land from Sandbox, feel free to use my referral code in the description. When they have a land sale, that's the cheapest way to buy it, only as 1,011 Sandbox token. You can buy it directly from Sandbox game when they have the land sale. And right now we're gonna go over the token I'm currently looking at. It's called Cube token. It's called Somnium Space CUBE, which is a very interesting project. Is another metaverse project, but what's different about them is that they already have a website that has an experience basically in virtual reality. Personally, I think it's kind of cool that they have this website set up and running, and you can go and experience it if you want to, but mainly you can download a VR client and then go experience their virtual reality if you want to. They also have a LAN system. I'm not personally invested that much into their LAN system. I am invested into their token because the chart and I feel like the metaverse, the pump is not really over yet, the hype for metaverse. And so we're looking at a triangle setup where at the top is met, the bottom is forming a trend line, top is met again, and then bottom is meeting a trend line. We might see a little dip below, but then as long as we're close within this support level, we're still well within the expected range for the next few days. Then we're either gonna have a breakout to the upside or breakdown to the downside. I started buying some here, and here. Currently just hodling, and I feel like we do have some potential risk coming up in the stock market that can drag down the whole crypto space. So I'm cautious, and I am just monitoring my Gemini trading site, my Gemini platform as much as I can. If you want to trade the Cube token, you can use my referral code to Gemini. You get, I think, $10 or $50 if you trade on their platform using my referral code. But yeah, the pattern setup is decent, so this is a really good buying range around this level. So feel free to start looking into it as soon as you watch this video. And now I want to talk about the next trade I'm gonna do, which is the CL, or I have already bought into the crude oil future. In the crude oil future, oh my goodness. On the Friday short trading day, we saw a huge dumpster fire into the energy space, which dragged down the stock market as well due to the new COVID variant. I think it's called Omicron or something, and it's just more contagious. It's not more lethal, but it's more contagious as far as we know as of now. Obviously, we're still waiting for more news to come out, but we had a 14% drop down in the oil market, which is absolutely crazy because like once we're entering into lockdown again we're entering lockdown in Europe, entering lockdown in the rest of the world. I'm not sure if US is going to enter into lockdown, but if we do, we will see a sharp decline of the energy demand, of oil demand, which will drive down oil prices. And I did buy some around this level, 72 level. I'm trading the MCL, I think, which is the micro oil future. It's a little bit more my portfolio size, because obviously I couldn't really afford to trade CL, where one tick is I think $10. So $1 move from 68 to 69 is $1,000 move. Obviously, if I bought some that day when I saw if I bought a CL contract on Friday and $74 to $68, that's a $6 difference. That's $6,000 down in my portfolio if I bought the CL contract. So I'm just keeping it small. I'm down a little bit right now, but the whole reason I'm buying is because of the technical rebound. Obviously, you can see on the weekly chart in CL, we're forming a very nice support trend. We're still in the uptrend, but it can break down to the downtrend and then trying to climb back up into the uptrend. But as of now, this is a buying opportunity until it's stated otherwise. And on the daily chart, it is hitting the 200 days moving average, which is around this level. So this is also another indicator that this could be a buying opportunity. So the whole thinking behind this trade is that if Omicron is not actually as dangerous, and or you got one piece of good news coming out, which is that Moderna says that they will release a vaccine effective against Omicron early 2022. So we're looking at maybe a month or two away, and so maybe that's not as much of a fear as it did back in when COVID first came out, where we saw oil drop basically one day all the way down to zero right here. Everybody got fucked from $17 to negative $40 because everybody expect that it's the end of the world. I know a lot of people lost a lot of money. A lot of people made a lot of money as well. That's how it goes. So if you're interested in trading oil, if you might not be looking at CL because that's a future contract, you can look at USO, which is a fund that gives exposure to oil future, and then you can buy USO if you want to, or you can buy the options. You can sell the option whichever way you want. Maybe sell a put since it's high volatility, or just buy the underlying fund and sell a cover call and things like that. So there are a lot of ways to make some positive exposure, to have some positive or long exposure to the oil trade. That's about all the trade ideas I have for you today, and I want to thank you so much for watching till the end. If you like the content, please like, comment, subscribe, and you will get more trade ideas, more exposures into cool projects that I'm looking into that really has the potential to take off, like the SANDBOX token. Obviously, you had to subscribe in order and hit the bell button so you can get notified as soon as possible, because all the information I give you is like basically things I've been watching that have really good exposure or potential. And hope you will become a subscriber of my I have currently 50 subscribers. I'm so excited about that. I'm very happy of how supportive the community is. I'm very happy that I can contribute what I love and talk about things that I love, about crypto, about trading, about everything onto my YouTube channel, and you guys are enjoying them. Thank you very much. I look forward to my next video.